what's happened to the lights?
Bang, bang, bang! 3 shots! Probably from a Webley 45, just a guess. And then somebody screamed. I think it may have been me. Ah! Yes, it was me. And on the final stroke of 7, Jeremy was lying on the carpet. He'd had an affair with the carpet, so at first I thought they were just copulating. But it seems like such a brief short while ago. Jerry was so alive. He was so terribly, terribly alive. I'm sorry, did I say that?
If what you say is true, Mrs. Penworthy-Pilks, then the murder weapon is still in this room. Indeed, the fatal pistol is still in someone's pocket. It's not like any of you lacked motive. Why, even the furniture wanted him dead.
But we didn't want him dead. We loved Jerry. He was so charming and so funny.
Well, I demand the facts.
Rector, Inspector.
Rector?
I have a confession to make.
That's off your job, isn't it?
I mean, I have a confession to make to you.
What sort of confession?
Well, I don't believe much in God much anymore.
Is that your confession?
No, that's not my confession.
Oh, sorry.
While I'm confessing, I might as well say I don't much like the cheese things either.
You don't like the cheese things?
I can say that now. I've never liked the cheese things, though I always said they were scrumptious. The truth of it is that I, a man of God, was lying.
I always sensed you didn't like the cheese things. I always adored the cheese things.
Must we discuss the bloody cheese things?
Jerry said the same exact thing just before he was riddled with half lead.
In any case, Inspector, you can take me away, for it was I who ventilated Jeremy's ventricles. I shot him with this starting pistol that I stole from my public school when I was 12. It's hard to say all this as a disbelieving Christian, for now I'm going to hell. I'm going to that eternal fiery void with Satan and his exotic dances and his pitchfork-erected cocktail weenies instead of paradise. And I always imagined paradise would be a very nice place, one rather like Brighton, but without the tourists. Anyway, I love Jerry in some squishy sort of way. Did I say that already? But when he threw me over from the sofa, it was too much. Especially because I so badly desired that sofa myself.
Thank you, Rector.
It's so nice and fluffy. I've even opened it on a couple of occasions when Sarah wasn't around.
Thank you, Rector.
And when I learned he had my leather wing chair too, it was too much. My God, he had a passion for things. I am so sorry.
Very well, Rector. Just leave me the yard.
The yard? What's in the yard?
Scotland Yard.
Oh, yes, Scotland.
Just one moment, Inspector. As a partially disbelieving Christian, I cannot allow this to happen. It was not only Jeremy that shot Roger with the starting pistol, it was I with this Webley 45.
Thank
you. Anyway, I'm willing to face my maker, if there really is one. My true punishment is to have killed the only man I ever loved.
The only man? Really, darling?
Let me finish. The only man I ever loved on a hammock. I shall miss that hammock. You can take us away now. Stop, Inspector! It was not only Sarah with the Webley and Roger with the starting pistol. It was I with this telescopic... typical Lola! I shot her in conspiracy with the couch. It's a weapon for me. You don't need to ask me why I shot him. It was those sardine sandwiches he had for breakfast every morning. But now, I shall miss his little breakfast fishes.
And I shall miss his happy, hedonistic laughter.
I shall miss tickling his testicles while singing the Oxford Broaching song.
You'll all miss him. But you all shot him, didn't you?
Well,
yes.
Great. Well, okay, well,
I say, chaps, is dinner on yet?
Jerry!
I'm sorry. Was I calculating for half the game? Oh dear. I say, I seem to have been shot.
Yes, Yes, I'm afraid there was a bit of a shooting accident.
Well, the bullets seem to have ventilated, but not violated my ventricles. Who are you?
Inspector, Dexter of the Yard, I guess.
I say, haven't we slept together?
Ah, yes, that'd be 2 years ago last April, sir.
Ah, yes, the butterscotch pudding.
I cherish the memory.
Aren't you sweet?
But, I must say, if you're not dead, then my purpose in life is quite evaporated. I've been rendered redundant. I'm having existential doubts, sir. Whatever shall I do with my last dwindling days?
Go green, old chap. Try gardening and get in touch with the earth.
An excellent idea. I shall take up the spade.
In any case, old chap, I apologize for being so utterly bitter before the shooting accident. All that morbid rant about death and corpses. But you see, some weeks ago, I had a dramatic personal revelation. Because my doctor told me I had this ingrown toenail.
No.
Yes! I'd quite given up on life, you see. My toenail had just made me so damned bitter.
Oh, Jerry, you never told me about your toenail.
I wanted to spare you, darling. The funny thing is, as I was lying there, ventilated on the carpet, I actually crossed over to the other side and saw God, you see?
You saw God.
In paradise. Quite wrong, isn't it?
So, there is a God.
Quite a nice chap. We had a lovely conversation about the office.
Did God like season 3?
God preferred season 2.
My theological doubts are dissipated.
God also told me that I should start appreciating things and stop copulating with them.
What is paradise like?
Quite a lovely place. Rather like Brighton, without the tourists. In any case, while I was laying there, I realized that this world is actually a lovely place, really. And then I woke up, and I loved it all! I loved the snow, so comforting. And I even loved the cheese things.
Oh, well, Roger doesn't like the cheese things.
God told me he adores the cheese things.
God adores the cheese things.
Even the cheese things are a part of God.
Then I shall love the cheese things with all my heart.
Mostly, I've realized how much I have loved you all. Well, I have loved you all, haven't I? In quite a variety of ways. I mean, the hammock was brilliant.
Dear darling Jerry, you're so alive. You're so terribly, terribly alive.
Well, looks like we've got the facts, doesn't it, Rector?
Indeed we do, Inspector, and God bless us, everyone!
Anyone for sex?